Just because you can reinvent the wheel doesn't mean that you should. Welcome to At Home Monday, where we talk about the things for you at homes. Now, some of you are saying to yourself, what on earth does this have to do with being a stay-at-home? And the answer is quite simple. Quit reinventing the wheel. I mean, seriously. There are some things which you do, which you've done before. Does it work? Yes. Do you need to redo it each time? Probably not. I mean, sure, you're going to refine this thing, but to reinvent it each time that you do it seems sort of pointless. Yes, you can try out new things. I am all with trying out new things, but ease yourself into it. Having to completely redo everything each single time that you do it is pointless. I mean, absolutely pointless. It wastes your time and it wastes the client's time. Will the client ask you to do things in a new way? Possibly. Will you figure out new ways to do the things that you're doing? Possibly. Should you let your client know that you've come up with a new way? Yes. They might have hired you to do things in a certain way, and if that's the case, they want you to do them in that way. If you have a new way that you're going to do them, let the client know. Let the client know that they can expect some changes or what the changes are, those sort of things. But to change just for the sake of changing doesn't really help anyone. Sure, if your idea or the way that you've been doing things does not work or is slowing you down, feel free. Feel free to change it. Change it up. But don't reinvent it. If there's some new fantastic way of doing things, okay, you can try it out, but most people aren't reinventing everything each time that they do it. Yeah, that's sort of pointless. I've worked with people who, when they would build things, like let's say we were getting ready to do a shoot and we would have to build a set, we would have to completely and totally build that set from scratch each time, even though components of it would have been sitting around in storage and they could have saved them. Yeah, we had to reinvent the wheel every single time. It was like starting from scratch, and it was the most annoying thing on the face of this planet. Don't do that. Find out the similarities that there are between things and go from there, because you might find that you can piece together some things which work really, really well. Like I said, you can do things differently. Feel free to do things differently. But if you're just reinventing the wheel for the sake of reinventing the wheel, don't. Does this make any sense? If it doesn't, let me know down in the comments because I can try to explain it a little bit more. But realistically, I'm hoping that you're getting the idea that just because something is new and different does not mean that you have to do it that way. And just because you've done something the same way 1,000 times doesn't mean you have to do it that way either. Find out what works for you and find a common area that you can start from and go from there. Go from what you know into what you don't know, and it will make your whole business life so much easier. Don't reinvent the wheel every single time you do something. How many times can I say that? I don't know. If this is your first time here, remember to subscribe. Hit that little subscribe button there. New subscribers always make me happy, and you can find out what things that I'm up to, and I can hopefully give you tips on being a stay-at-home. This is a really big one. Just because you're a stay-at-home, you can do things differently. Let me know down in the comments what you think.